before they brought any troops in. They said, "Where you want to go?" I said, "I want to get out of here." He said, "You want to go overseas?" I said, "I don't care. Get me out of here." They sent me up to Camp Shanks, New York. That's a port of embarkation to go overseas. I get into this camp here. And I'm looking to see what the heck they were going overseas with it. Kaiser built some ships. They didn't have any transports during the war. Kaiser was out in California. He built some ships. They were out of cement. The whole decks were out of cement in the goddamn things.
Wow.
And we were going to get out of there on the 29th of December. I skipped out of camp anyway, but I was back before they pushed off. And the kid was carrying my duffel bag. He had it all packed. And I joined him. We got on this thing. We had to take the Great Circle Road up around the Arctic Circle because the Nazis, the Germans, had subs all over the North Atlantic. They were knocking stuff over right in the, especially cargo ships. We were 3 days out of Camp Shanks. This thing starts to break up in the middle of the deck. I got a bunch of kids on who were from Kentucky and Tennessee. They were all sick. They'd never been on water. They only saw water to wash and drink with once in a while. And I was doing guard duty every night because I was looking for subs out there. But he left enough cement on the thing. We started patching it every day during the daylight hours. We'd patch the thing. And we'd go another night. And I never believed that we'd ever make it. And I think maybe I was on there about 5 or 6 nights. And then I started to lash myself to the rail so I wouldn't blow overboard, fall asleep and blow overboard. Because I lost one kid over there. And we couldn't even go back looking for him. There's no use in the North Atlantic there.
So cool.
We were supposed to go to Ireland. We never made it to Ireland. We landed 14 days later in Fort de Clyde, Scotland. I got these kids here. I didn't know what was going to happen to them because I didn't belong to the outfit. But I got my orders. I was supposed to go to Ireland instead of Scotland. So I picked up a Jeep. And a gasoline dumps they had set up for the British. And I went to Ireland. Well, I opened the papers. What do they want me to do? They're going to bring a division in here for training for the invasion. They tell me they give me some whatchamacallits. Here's what you can use in here. We're about 20 miles from Belfast. I picked out a town called Gaea. It was in County Armagh. I start riding around the town. I'm looking for houses and this and that. And I wasn't looking, the houses I was looking for officers' headquarters. The division is 15,000 men because you need some headquarters. The men are going to be in pyramidal tents out in the field because they're going to be working. So I wasn't worried about that. But I didn't want to go up and start throwing these people out of their houses. I see a guy pedaling a bike. He was a mailman. And I stopped him. I said to me, these people all own their own houses? He says, no, they're renters. They're renters. I said, who do they rent from? He says, the woman up in the castle. I never saw the castle. When I come into the town, the castle was behind me.
Okay.
I says, and the woman owns all these houses? Yeah. I said, you know her name? Yeah, her name is Templar. And that started to ring a bell anyway. And I thanked him and I took off. And he told me where to go and I come up. It was a real castle, big thing. There's a guy outside there. And I says, you work here? And he said, yeah. I said, what do you do? He said, I used to be the butler. He says, now I'm the handyman. Everybody's in the army.
Yeah.
I says, is the madam at home? And he says, yes. I went up to the house. I rapped on the castle door. woman about 65 comes to the door, and I introduce myself. She says, "Yeah, I see the star on a Jeep. What can I do for you?" I said, "We're bringing a division here, and I picked this territory out here to train for the invasion." I said, "Because we're going into France." She says, "And what do you need from me?" I said, "The men are going to be in pyramidal tents out in the field. Nothing. I need something for officers' headquarters. I got a lot of officers because the division's got a lot of them." She says, "Tell me what you need and I'll take care of everything." And I looked